there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast. We are going to be doing tarot forecast for March the 1st. Goodness, can't believe we're already in March. We are going to go ahead and get started with Aries right off the bat. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Aries, the Page of Wands showing up in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse is just telling me that you're not feeling very enthused about something. You may have gotten some kind of news that has kind of taken the momentum out of any forward motion that you had going, Aries. Hello there, Rena. You're early. You're usually here for my reiki. Well, no, you've been at these a lot lately too, haven't you? Taurus, you're up next. Glad you're here, Rena. So this is going to be Taurus for March the 1st. Hey, Mary, glad to see you here. Did you get here in time for Aries? So this is Friday, March the 1st for Taurus. Happy last day of February. Kiss it goodbye. So gone. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Here we have these 7 of arrows. This is just telling me that you guys are feeling insecure about something. Something that you're just not feeling too sure about. This doesn't come across as any kind of huge thing. And it actually comes across as something that you're feeling insecure about. And I think that the topic comes up whether you bring it up or whether somebody else brings it up. And so you talk about it. And I feel like that insecurity actually goes away pretty quickly within a few hours. So it doesn't seem like a big thing. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to have a big impact. Oh, you just missed it. You just barely missed it, judging from when you said hi. Let's look at Gemini. Gemini. This is for Friday. Yeah, Friday, March the 1st for Geminis. La da 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 da. Okay, so for Gemini, what we have here is the 3 of Clubs in reverse. 3 of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that you are making some changes in some of your plans for the future, or you're making some changes in travel plans, or changing travel even along the way. My strongest sense is that you're making some changes in your actual travel plans, Gemini. So I would say maybe 70-80% of you, we're looking at you're making some travel plans. You're not actually traveling yet, but you're making changes in those plans before you actually go. There's a few of you that are going to be making travel changes as you're underway. And then there's maybe 20%, 15, 18%, 18 to 20% of you that are just making changes in the long-term plans that you have. You're starting to tweak them and adjust them to make them more what you want as you move forward. Tammy Bambi, glad to see you. I'm fantastic. How are you? It is funny how things work out. Can we say divine appointments? Carrie Gallagher, hello, hello. Well, you're not too tardy. You're actually up next. Oh, wow, Rena. La da 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 da. Okay, so next we do want to look at Cancers for Friday, March the 1st. Okay, so Friday, Cancer, March the 1st. While I'm shuffling, let me just announce for those of you who are impressed by how close I can get to your situations with just one card in a very general reading, and you have some questions that you would like to have sorted out or some clarifications you would like to have in your life, you would be way more impressed in a live reading or even a 1 or 2 question reading. You can find out how to schedule either one of those at my website, which is in the description box below. And also, I do offer Reiki services. If you happen to be in the local area, I do also offer house clearing and psychic parties. And I even do psychic parties by Skype if you would like to check into that. All of that is on my website, which is below. And the website address is www.amista.info. I-N-F-O. Exactly. Right on time, Carrie. Lorraine. You are changing travel plans. It's another's travel plans that included you, but you are changing things. Yep, that still counts. They are not boring. They are lots of fun for me, and usually everybody that comes to them is like, wow. Because what you get at psychic parties is a lot of people who haven't actually had readings before, usually. Most of them. There are a few where people have before and they just want information, but mostly they're just trying something fun that they've never done before. That makes them even more fun. Okay, so Cancer, we've got your card here. Queen of Pentacles. This just means that you are taking care of yourself on Friday. You're making your own self-care a priority. You are not overgiving, overextending, or at least for some moment on Friday, you're not. If you have scheduled a class to do water aerobics, you're going to do your water aerobics no matter what people try to get you to do instead. You know, if you have scheduled some time in the float pod or a massage, you're going to do that. This is you taking care of you, you replenishing you, you taking care of self. This is how this card is coming into me. Now, that's not my normal translation on this card. I will tell you that right now. It's like a part of the normal translation, but this is what's really coming in strong to me. So this is you guys taking care of you. Cancers, maybe even pampering you, but definitely taking care of you. Oh, ouch. Tammy Bambi, I'm sorry to hear that. Yep, I like surprising people. I like surprising people, whether it's with readings or otherwise. I like to throw those little surprise bombs into the conversation whenever I can, just to see what happens. It's a lot of fun at a reading, though. Okay, we can do a psychic party by Skype if you want. If you want to set up a little space and have one person come in at a time for a little reading, we can do that. Or if you want to do, because I do two types of psychic parties. I do either psychic parties where I'm doing readings, or I do psychic parties where I am showing people how they can get in touch with their own psychic abilities. So we would do, like if you remember on Psychic Day, we had a video where I held up envelopes and people had to guess what was on the pictures in the envelopes. We do stuff like that. We do some other things. I do request that people bring particular things to the party that we can mess around with. So we can do, if you wanted to do something like that, where everybody develop their own abilities, then what we do is we'd set it up so that I would be like on maybe a TV screen or something, if you can hook that up to your laptop, and give me a camera so I can kind of see how people are doing with what I'm telling them, you know? And we can do something where I facilitate people getting in touch with their own stuff. It can be a lot of fun either way. I like both. And then if you want to fly me out somewhere, I'm not going to turn that down either. I just think we can do it a little bit less costly if we use Skype. It's always fun to meet new people, though. All right, so who am I shuffling for? I'm shuffling for Leos for March the 1st. Let's see what you get. Definitely, let's talk. Text me. You can text me right now. My phone's on silent. And then I'll have that reminder to get in touch with you whenever I get done with videos today. I love doing parties. Even if they're Skype, they're still fun. All right, so Leo, you guys have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse is telling me, Leos, that you're feeling a little bit pessimistic about one of three possibilities. Either you're feeling very pessimistic about your own romantic relationship that you're in, or that you, or any kind of romantic relationship that might be coming up with a romantic interest or that you were hoping for. The other thing that you could be very skeptical about is about romantic relationships in general. Nobody stays married anymore. Blech. When the going gets tough, people just disappear. Blech. That type of pessimism. Or you could be pessimistic about people in general. Forget romantic relationships. You could just be thinking people are all a bunch of, how shall we say, losers. We'll say that on this channel. Probably thinking more strong words if you're in that pessimistic place. But anyway, Leos, this just talks about you being in a pessimistic place, either about your own romantic interest, about romance in general, or about people in general. Hello there, Ilsa. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. You're here earlier than usual. All right, next up, we're looking at Virgos. And this is Virgos for Friday, March the 1st. La da 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 da. Da da. Someone you're interacting with, Virgos. This is your Queen of Swords type personality. This would be an air sign, either rising or sun sign. This is female version. For most of you, it will be female. There will be a few that maybe not. But for most of you, this is somebody comes in as a female, or if they are biologically a male, they may have less assertive or aggressive tendencies than what we would typically associate with a male. So when we have the Queen of Arrows show up for you guys, Virgo, this is somebody that you're interacting with, and this is somebody who is very sharp. I mean, they are incredibly intelligent. They can put information together faster than a whip and come up with ideas about how to problem solve, how to make things work, how to build new things, how to be organized. These guys are very, very, very organized, or these ladies, I should say, are very, very organized. This is somebody who's really good at making out a budget, making out a plan, and sticking to it and following through. Okay? And that you're interacting with Virgos, I do think you guys are pretty down to earth. I think that when you're looking at a Queen of Swords, like in relation to you, they're a little bit more edgy. They're a little bit more fast about doing things. And I think that you are looking to this person for some kind of insight or advice about something that you would like to accomplish. And you just know that this person will have some good ideas for you. Okay, so that's for Virgos. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, next up we have Libras. So this is going to be Libra for Friday, March the 1st. Alrighty then, Libras. Good on you. You've got the Knight of Cups showing up. This just shows that you're taking some kind of either romantic action or you're finding a way to pamper yourself. So if you have somebody to take romantic action with, this would probably be something like that. Even if you do, you could still be pampering yourself instead of taking that with a couple, or as a couple or with somebody else. It's funny, Cancer's got taking care of or pampering themselves too. But that was not about romantic, more about straight up pampering. So Libras, I think that a lot of you are going to be taking some kind of romantic action, going to dinner, celebrating an anniversary. Maybe you're doing something else to celebrate romance in your life, but this is, the nights are always about action. So it is taking some type of romantic action, Libras. Hello there, Francine. Glad to see you here. Shakoya Wilkins. Hello, hello. Welcome. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio. Rachel Elizabeth. Hello. Have you been in the room before? I'm having a hard time picking if I've seen your name before or not. I think I have. This is Scorpio for March 1st, Friday, 2019. It's because it was on your mind, Carrie. Because you are a Cancer. That's why. Okay, Scorpios. What we have coming up? Cernunos. This is a call to be responsible. This is us dealing with some kind of situation in a responsible way. A lot of times this can have to do with, because you can see these are our same lovers from the Lovers card in this deck. But then we've got this other man with horns in the back. I'm not sure what we want to call him. Horns indicate strength. He does seem to be looking out for and protecting the lovers, looking over them. This talks about us being responsible. And typically what I'm picking up here, at least for this day, is that this is talking about being responsible when it comes to our partnerships. You know, making sure that we are all in on whatever partnership it is that this would be talking about. Now, a lot of us have more than one partnership. We have personal partnerships, romantic partnerships. You know, we can have a friendship. We can have a committed romantic relationship, but we also have business partnerships. And this is basically a card that says, you know, watch over, make sure that we are coming to that partnership and participating in it with full integrity. On Friday, there may actually be a lot called upon from us for some kind of partnership on Friday, Scorpios. Alrighty, Sagittarius, let's look at you guys. Oh, awesome. I was thinking that you have been. I just wasn't quite sure. I'm glad you're here. By the way, those of you who find benefit in this video, please share it with other people. I am here to help as many people as I possibly can. And thank you to all of you who have done that and all of you who have given thumbs ups. I appreciate your support so much. Could be, Ms. Rena. Sagittarius. Excuse me. Just have to wet my whistle. Sagittarius, you guys have the Emperor showing up in reverse. This is not my favorite card to pull for anybody, to tell you the truth. This is a card that talks about somebody who you are interacting with. The Emperor in reverse and the Magician in reverse are both the types of reversals that you really don't want to mess with. You would like to not see them in a reading. And I'm that Magician in reverse too, with this Emperor in reverse that comes up here. So you've got I think you've got something going on here, Sagittarius, where you're dealing with somebody who definitely is a trickster. They definitely are having problems with telling the truth. The reason they have problems with telling the truth is if they told the truth, then maybe you wouldn't do exactly what they wanted you to do. So they're not really going to say it the way it is. Because what's most important to an Emperor in reverse is just that you do whatever it is that they want you to do. And this is somebody in a position of authority in your life. It could be like a spouse, a dad. This could be a boss. And whenever you're interacting with this person, it's just good to remember that everything they say may not be true, A lot of the things that they say are just to get you to jump through the hoops that they want you to jump through. I'm especially picking up Sagittarius that when they're saying something to you about somebody else, especially when it's about somebody else, make sure that you confirm that before you believe it. You don't want to jump to any conclusions based on this guy's words. Most likely a guy, doesn't have to be. Because this guy could say terrible about somebody else to get you motivated to take care of something or to do something to that person when it's not even close to true. And I get the sense that this is what's going on for you, Sagittarius. You have somebody in your life that's trying to manipulate you into doing something for them. And part of that manipulation tactic is going to be saying something about somebody else that's going to hurt your feelings or make you feel upset that is probably not even close to true. You know, they've twisted their words or they've taken things out of context or they flat out made it up. Okay, so that's somebody you're interacting with on the first Sagittarius. A lot of times these things actually happen like anytime after I record this all the way through the date it's actually for. So even if this would happen today, don't be surprised. Just be aware. Be aware. You don't want to hold grudges against somebody who really didn't do anything just because this guy who's not very nice said something about what they might have said or done. Because that may or may not be accurate. Probably not. Right? Courage, courage, courage. Okay, guys, let's get ready for Capricorn next. So let's take a peek. This is Capricorn for Friday, March 1st. I don't know why I keep forgetting what day of the week it is. Thank you for all the thumbs ups, guys. All of you who are sharing this video because you're finding it helpful for yourself. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. I'm here to help as many people as I possibly can. And you guys help get the word out there about me being here. And I need y'all. So thank you. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Okay, what you guys have coming up is the Knight of Bows in reverse. Knight of Bows in reverse, Capricorns. I do feel like this is somebody that you're interacting with. This is probably going to be somebody who is younger than you. One of my spirit guides just said to me, smart-ass child. It's going to be a smart-ass child. For some of you, not for all of you. But this is going to be somebody who is going to tend to be younger. They are very smart-assy, basically. They're very sarcastic. They like to have fun. They like to laugh. But they do use sarcasm as a way to get other people to laugh. And so sometimes they don't even realize that they're hurting other people's feelings because they're seeing everybody else laugh. So it must be fine. The ends justifies the means, right? Type of attitude. Okay. This person is incredibly intelligent, loves to have fun, just is a little misdirected about what is the best way to actually have fun without hurting anybody. So that's Capricorns. That's who somebody you're going to be interacting with, my dears. Oh, my spirit guides have good humor. You would not believe some of the things they say to me. Things that would curl your toes. All right, let's look at Aquarius. They're mostly on their best behavior when I'm doing readings for the public. Not always. Okay, so Aquarius for Friday, March the 1st. You guys just had a couple of cards slide out. I haven't turned them over yet, but we're just going to take both of those and see what we can see, shall we? This is an interesting combo, actually. Not quite sure what I'm seeing here. It's a little contradictory, too. Okay, so Aquarius. You do have the Seven of Wands that came up as the bottom card. So your second card would be the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. We're going to kind of go backwards and forwards on this card combination because I want to start with the Hanged Man in reverse because there's a before and after with a lot of your tarot cards, or at least the way I read them. The Hanged Man is definitely one that has a before and an after story. So when he comes in reverse, we're in the after part of the story, which means that there was a before. So basically what we're looking at when we're looking at the spread, the way I would see it, is we've got the Hanged Man right side up, then we've got the Seven of Wands, then we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. There's the rest of the story. Okay, I just don't have two Hanged Man cards in my deck. So we're going to look at this first. We're going to look at what came first, which is the actual Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, Aquarius, just means that there was a situation that you did not know how to move forward with. You were unsure of a solution. You were really kind of paralyzed in motion. Trust as you were trying to get a different perspective so that you would know how to move forward with the situation. Okay? So, paralyzed, thinking things over, maybe even meditating. Meanwhile, you're putting up some boundaries between yourself and somebody else. Maybe the somebody else, I'm going to guess, is somebody that you were making some decisions about here, that you did not know how to handle the situation. You had to think about, okay, some kind of strategy. What am I going to do here? How can I handle this? All right. So you put your boundaries up. You gave yourself some time to meditate, think this stuff over. And as you put your boundaries up, gave yourself some time to think things over, guess what happened? Now you've got the Hanged Man in reverse. I really like this card, and especially in this deck, it's very clear in this deck that the Hanged Man in reverse is happy. This is a card that talks about having found that solution. Whatever it was, a solution that you needed to. Not only have you found it, like you're rejoicing with happiness. And I love it because with this card, apparently this dude is dancing his jig pretty well because people are throwing flowers at him. So not only are you rejoicing with happiness that you have found the answer to this situation that you had to put up barriers to before, now you know how to move forward in a happy and productive way. And you're doing it gracefully. Other people are happy for you as you're doing this. Okay? So that's for Aquarius. Yep, Pisces is coming right after. Hello there, Sabine. Take a sip and then we'll look at your sign. All right, next up, Pisces for March the 1st. Well, you get to join him, don't you? Happily ever after. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. Okay, so we're doing a card for Pisces right now. See what comes up. Pisces, you guys have a lot on your mind. I'm not trying to make any public service announcements or anything. I'm just not ready to stop shuffling. You'll have to go back for the rest. That's funny. Just as you said, just in time for your Pisces X, I had a bunch of cards fall out. I thought it was 3 at first. I don't know if I'm going to take all of these. 3. Oh, there's only 4. We can do that. All right, Pisces. Woo! How long has he been your ex? Because my very first card is the Tower. That would be extremely recent. I'm just looking at these trying to see what I'm feeling about this combo. Okay. All right. So not too long indeed. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking this looks even more recent to me than that for most people. I want to kind of sort it before I give it to you. I want to have an idea in my head of what direction we're going. I may not have the whole thing yet, but let's just show you the cards really quick, and then we'll talk about what the meanings are, because this is really interesting. So we do have the Tower. Most of you guys who have been watching any tarot for a long time know that the Tower has to do with something that brings you security, that is suddenly and quickly removed from your experience. Now, this can be a relationship, this can be a job, this can be, somebody crashes into your car at the restaurant, who knows? But something that, excuse me, unexpectedly just pulled right out of your experience. All right. Then what we have is this Ferralt in reverse. Now the Ferralt, I'm going to show her right side up, so I think we can process pictures better when they're right side up. But we want to remember she's coming in reverse. But this Ferralt basically is a medicine woman, if you would use like Native American terminology. Now this deck would go back to ancient Europe, in BC days. So I don't think they were called medicine women, but maybe an alchemist. This is somebody who knows how to combine things to get the results that they need. Okay, so this is a card that talks about healing, because really with our bodies, we're getting all of our cells to work together. So for me, this is a card that talks about healing, but it's in reverse. Next, we have the Princess of Pentacles, and this is in reverse as well. Princess of Pentacles can mean about money, or it can also mean about energy and effort. For me, with this lack of healing, and the card before that, the Princess of Pentacles, is meaning that there's low energy, not a lot of energy, maybe even depression. And then we have the Sun card, which talks about happiness, talks about doing the things that you want to do without being messed with. Oh, there's our reading. Now I understand this. Now I understand this, Pisces. This is much better than I thought. Okay, let's look. So we've got the Tower. All right. This can be a breakup. This can be a job loss, either one. This is for you, Pisces, okay? We've got the Ferralt in reverse. This is saying you're having a hard time getting over that. Maybe you're having a hard time getting over the idea that maybe the plant closes. It may not even be that you're fired or something. Could be that the plant closes or something. Maybe you're having a hard time getting over that. Or if it's a breakup, this is not being able to let go, having a hard time dealing with that breakup. Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This is not having energy and effort to put forward. Like, you're having a hard time getting over the whole idea that this other person broke up with you, or that you're no longer working at the job that you worked at, either way. But you also don't have any energy to put into it. You don't have any energy to put into putting out new resumes. You don't have any energy into going out and meeting new people or trying to fix what you had. You're just like, I need the couch. I need the remote. I need maybe some ice cream. This is where this is. This is where this puts you by the time we get to the end of those three. Now, here's what's interesting to me. The Sun card. You know what this tells me? This tells me that this Tower thing was probably a long time coming. It was probably about time that this person walked away, or that this job is no longer in your manifestation. Yeah, it stunned you. You're having a hard time getting over that. You don't have a lot of energy because of it, because you just kind of have to recover first. But this Sun card tells me that you recover incredibly well and incredibly fast, that it shows up in a pull of cards that is supposed to be for one day. This recovery is really quick. So if this is a job thing that we're looking at, this is telling me that by the end of the day, maybe by the end of the next day at the latest, you have a fantastic idea about what you're going to do about a job or money or income. You're happy about it, and you're already even started on it. Okay, like this is such a quick turnaround. Now, if we're talking about a relationship thing, like somebody broke up with you, then what we're talking about is that by the end of the day, or at least by the end of tomorrow, you're going to be realizing, wow, if I want to have watermelon and ice cream for dinner, I can. I don't have to make meat and potatoes. you know? Or I don't have to pick up after that other person anymore. Or if you're a guy, I don't have to put up with her nagging. Or whatever it is that guys put up with. And you're realizing that you're actually really enjoying doing the things that you want to do without anybody looking over your shoulder to criticize or to guide or anything else. You're just enjoying being you. So I really think for part of you, if this is a breakup and you're healing up and you didn't have energy, you're loving watching your movies or whatever it is that you like to do. You're really getting into it and you're forgetting about all the drama. And if it was a job thing, I think you're going to have an offer by the end of the day that you're going to be thrilled about. I mean, you're going to be tickled about it. So this is a quick turn of events, Pisces. That's what I see coming in for you guys. Happily ever after. If that was on Valentine's Day, that does not mean that there hasn't been anybody in between, unfortunately. Let's see. Hi, Lisa. Oh, wow. An ex from 3 years ago? That's a long time for somebody to be coming back in contact. That was you a few days ago, Rena? Right, Rena? I'm free now. Let's start again. It is funny how the Pisces group all came in, and then we had a big message for Pisces people. Hello there, kinks and curls. All right, so I think that covers all of our signs. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Gosh, this is a long video, 37 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll come back and timestamp it after I make the Reiki video. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of you who have given thumbs ups, and for those of you who felt benefited by this video, who shared it with others, thank you, thank you, thank you. That gets me in front of more people, and I am here to help as many people as possible. So I do appreciate all of your support in that. Those of you who have bought and will be buying readings and Reiki sessions from me, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is because of all of your support that I am able to do what I love to do for a living. So I really do appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next video.